Welcome to the Theater of Dreams. Exactly 1 year ago, Ruben Amorim set foot at Carrington, under the skeptical gaze of the entire footballing nation. A young coach from Portugal, untested in the Premier League, handed a broken team shattered in both spirit and structure. At that time, Manchester United resembled an abandoned construction site, cracks everywhere, and no one knew where to start rebuilding. The remnants of the Ten Hag era, inflated egos in the dressing room, and a chaotic internal system, that was Amorim's inheritance. And if you had told Amorim that a year later he would defeat Liverpool at Anfield and make the entire Premier League sit up and take notice, he probably wouldn't have believed it himself. Pressure, 3 weeks to prove himself. In early October, Ruben Amorim knew he had 3 weeks, not 3 years, to save his job. A flurry of English papers reported, if United lose 3 of the next 4 games, the Amorim era is over. The pressure was suffocating. The fans were divided. The dressing room was awash with rumors. But then the unthinkable happened. Amorim didn't just survive, he started winning. 3 wins, 2 draws, an unbeaten run of 5. And more importantly, Manchester United began to rediscover an identity. Tactical turning point, Anfield, where Amorim proved his courage. Winning at Anfield might sound ordinary these days, but for United, it was their first victory there in nearly a decade. More than 3 points, it was a statement. Amorim could do what so many before him had failed to achieve: make United play proactive, disciplined, and dangerous football against the elite. Throughout the match, United pressed in a compact 3-2-5 structure, closing down both of Liverpool's wide channels. Casemiro acted as the pivot, while Bruno Fernandes and Buemo tucked in to create overloads through the middle. It was a win born from calculated precision, not emotion. And that, more than anything, is what United had been missing for years. Fighting spirit, Brighton, Forest, and Spurs. Right after that historic win came the next test, Brighton, the team that had tormented United for 3 straight seasons. United led 3-0, almost blew it, but eventually triumphed 4-2. It was the first true sign of a side learning how to stand up after mistakes. Then came 2 2-2 draws against Nottingham Forest and Tottenham. Maybe Red Devils fans wanted more, but the real story lay elsewhere. When trailing, they didn't crumble. When overturned, they kept fighting. That resilience is exactly the DNA Amorim is trying to replant at Old Trafford. Defensive revival, trust as the foundation. Much of this resurgence starts from the back. From a fragile system to one that can withstand pressure and respond intelligently, the transformation has been remarkable. Goalkeeper Sen Lammens, once doubted, is now proving his worth. He's brought something United haven't felt since prime De Gea: calmness. Matthias de Ligt has finally settled, and Luke Shaw looks fit and reliable again. A defense that's structured, not panicked, giving Amorim a stable platform for everything he's building. Casemiro, the rebirth of a leader. If there's one symbol of United's revival, it's Casemiro. Once mocked as a £60 million mistake, he's reclaimed his aura as the midfield general reminiscent of his Real Madrid days. Amorim trusted him, gave him responsibility, not just as a defensive shield, but as a mentor for Ugarte, Mainu, and Fernandes. Casemiro is the heartbeat, the player who understands Amorim's philosophy best. But therein lies the concern. United are too dependent on him. Ugarte isn't ready, and Amorim knows he needs a new number 6, not just as cover, but as the foundation for the future. A new dressing room, a new mentality. On the pitch, Amorim has built a system. Off it, he's repaired the culture. The so-called bomb squad, undisciplined, self-centered players, are gone. In their place, fighters, Brian Buemo and Matthias Cunha. Players who bring energy, responsibility, and unity. They don't just perform, they set the tone, something United had lost since the Mourinho era. The Old Trafford dressing room is no longer a toxic space filled with egos and gossip. It's now a team, disciplined, united, and above all, believing in Amorim. Signs of the future. Amorim's foundations are set. Amorim's Manchester United is still imperfect. Pressing patterns still inconsistent, attack sometimes blunt, and the 3-4-2-1 can feel rigid. But for the first time in years, fans can see a clear direction. Amorim didn't come to perform miracles. He came to lay foundations, brick by brick, player by player, detail by detail. And after 365 days, those foundations are visible. A new era at Old Trafford. A year ago, Amorim walked into Old Trafford amid skepticism. Today, he walks out to respect. He hasn't yet taken United back to the top, but he's done something even more important. He's restored the soul of the club. So, has Ruben Amorim succeeded? Not completely, but for the first time in a long while, we have reason to believe that Manchester United are finally on the right path. What about you? How would you rate Amorim's one-year journey at Old Trafford? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you won't miss our next deep dives. Thank you for watching, and see you next time at the Theater of Dreams.